I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to fuck something up. Tonight I'm fucking something. I need some drink in my cup. Hey, I'm in the mood to fuck something up.
Hey guys, welcome back. Big Mama Energy. I'm Brittany.
And I am Tia.
And we're back with another video.
Yes. Hey guys. How are you guys doing?
It's been a little bit, but we missed you guys, so we're ready to jump back in here. Hope you guys loved our haul.
You guys actually been showing out on our haul, but we already knew y'all was gonna do that. Y'all love these hauls, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, you love when we giving looks, and I just want to say thank you to the amount of subscribers that we have gained since dropping our haul. We really appreciate you guys. Welcome to the tribe.
Indeed.
And yes, you guys want to love it here. Stay active, and continue to let us know what you want and stay engaged. Pretty much.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys.
We definitely do. I was like, okay, run it up.
Definitely showing out, doing their big one, as y'all should. So we definitely appreciate it. We definitely been watching.
Yes, we've been paying attention.
Okay.
And as you can see, we're bringing the spring again with the looks.
Yes. I am very colorful today.
Yes, it's a nice day. It's very vibrant.
It is.
We just threw orange on as well. Didn't even know.
Didn't even know. So that happens. You know what I mean?
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Per use. But yeah. So before we get into our topic of this video, go ahead and subscribe.
Do that now.
Go ahead and do that. Y'all know y'all want to.
Show the love.
Join us now. Yes, but today we have a topic that I feel like we both really want to talk about. You want to let them know?
So today we are talking about attachments. And in every way. In every way possible.
Just attachments. What does attachment mean to you? What does it look like to you? How does it feel to you? And just some scenarios and situations and things like that. We want to just talk to you, girl.
We're gonna get into it.
Let's talk to you.
We're gonna get into it.
But yeah, so
it can be different forms of attachment.
Okay.
Some are positive. I feel like you form an attachment, you form a bond. You can do that with family, friends, love interests, you know. So I feel like there's definitely some attachments that are good, are definitely positive, and I feel like it uplifts you, and it just brings you joy to having that connection and attachment to that person.
And I love the fact that you mentioned attachments, but not only attachments but connections.
Yes.
Because I personally feel like attachments and connections are different.
Okay, get into it.
Okay, I personally feel like rather have a connection with somebody rather than being attached to somebody. I feel like with attachments, it kind of can drain your energy. It kind of feels like maybe you're like trying to either force them to be something that they're not, or trying to do too much. With the connection, I feel like connections comes effortlessly. Okay. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we're connecting, and I'm accepting you for the vibe that you're bringing me, and vice versa, kinda.
Right. We have a connection.
But I've been attached to a person before. So that's just my outlook on it.
Yeah, it depends on if it's like a positive attachment or a negative one. Like, and let me give an example. Like a positive one, I feel like we just know. I mean, it could be a connection too. We just know that it's something between us that it just keeps bringing us together.
I definitely would call that a connection for me personally.
For you, I feel like it's an attachment as well.
Okay.
Like, it's just something that we're just like attached. You know what I mean? Like something just keeps.
Are you talking about like as far as like maybe like a twin flame type of thing, or like a soul tie?
Yeah, like it could be like a soul tie, or it could just be like somebody that you just feel that attachment to. Like, I mean, connection, too. I feel like it's like kind of like, okay, it could be the same thing, because I feel like you can feel like you have a connection with somebody and they might not necessarily feel like they have one with you. You know what I mean? Like, some people feel connected to people and that person might not feel like they have that connection.
It might not be a mutual connection.
Right.
Or a mutual attachment, if you want to call it. But but I definitely understand that. Yeah, I definitely understand that point of view.
It's different aspects of it. Because, you know, you can have an emotional attachment to somebody. You feel like, you know, or y'all feel like y'all have that emotional attachment. Or you can have it on the other aspect where somebody is trying to attach themselves to your life. And they're trying to just, you know, attach themselves to you in some type of way.
In some type of way, whether it even just be like your name. Like, people really try to attach themselves to people. Right. Like, that's the thing. I've had people try to attach themselves to me by even calling me their family. Like, I've had, like, literally, I didn't even know this girl like that. And she told somebody, like, I was her cousin. Like, and
her head she wanted you to be, I guess, like, you know what I mean, like,
and stuff like that happened, and it kind of baffled me because it was crazy because she literally inboxed me and was like, oh, I told such and such I'm your cousin, so when he asked you, like, go along with it. Like, but why did you say that we were cousins? You know what I mean? Make it make sense. Like, that was weird to me personally. Right. So people would do that, and it's for their own personal reason, own personal gain.
Their own personal gain, their benefit of it. You know, they make. I feel like they think that, okay, you make them look better in some type of way. You a good look, so it's like, if you a good look, then I'm gonna be a good look. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize it, or, you know.
And I see how people may think that, but, like, no, you're still you. And I'm still me. You know what I mean?
But when you're trying to understand crazy, you gotta kind of try to get into crazy thinking of that. That's not always easy. Right. But sometimes you gotta be like, okay, so what were they thinking? Like, why did they do that? You know what I mean?
Like, did you feel like, oh, like, he liked me or like my family, because she also knew of my sister as well. So it's like, did you just want to be associated with the family name in general? Like, you know what I mean?
She wanted to be attached to the family name.
Definitely wanted
so
to
she looked better.
Attached.
She wanted to make herself look better in that aspect.
But you don't look like us.
No. But I guess, like, she wanted to make herself look better. Like, okay, I'm with these girls. They getting attention. Right. They cool. Maybe she thought, you know, they popular. You know, I like how they look. I like how their vibe is. And I want to attach myself to that. Yeah. Because people do that. They like your style. They like your flow. You know what I mean? They like your energy. And they attach themselves onto you. Or they try to attach themselves onto you. Whether this is at work, whether it's outside of work, with people that you're, you know, connecting with or communicate with in the same vicinity. Like, people definitely try to attach themselves to your energy.
Yeah, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I've definitely witnessed that. And at first, you know, it'd be strange to me. Like Sissy said, when you're trying to dissect the mind of a psychomaniac, you kind of got to get into the mind, and, like, you got to start thinking like a psychomaniac.
It's a dangerous place.
Because I really am such a genuine person when it comes to meeting people, that, like, I'm literally one of those people where it says, like, I trust you until you give me a reason not to. Right. Like, that's kind of how I am. Like, when I meet people, for the most part, unless you're coming in straight hot and heavy sketchy, you know, you feel me? But, like, if you're coming to me like, oh, you a cool girl, well, boom, 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 you're not giving me a reason to feel like you're a weirdo. Right. So when people start being weird, I'm like, is this person really being weird? Like,
yeah, I pick up on it.
Like, it's strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's definitely strange. I can pick up on that energy immediately. I'm like, this person is off. Yeah. Something's off with you. Like, you know what I mean? I really don't have to be around you for too long to understand.
Sometimes I'm like immediately, but sometimes people are great pretenders.
They are great pretenders.
Until that real dumb slip up. Yeah. Like, for instance, like, you know, people could pretend that they really like you or whatever, and then one day something just make them snap. Yeah. You feel me? And you like, well, where the fuck that come from?
That's
like,
been there.
To you, that's left field. Right. You feel me? But to them, that been already inside of them. It was already brewing. Yeah. You just had no idea.
Yeah, I pick up on traits. Yeah. I don't know, like, I feel like I be seeing behind the lens with people. Like, I have a gift. I feel like that's one of my gifts that God gave me is discernment, and, like, I can see through people. Like, I know, not all the time, but 9 times out of 10, I be like, no, something ain't right. You doing too much. You're straight up coming off hot and heavy. Or, you know what I mean? And sometimes maybe I feel like if you have a look from the outside, you can get a better perspective if you're on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
Like, this person is full of shit. Like, full of shit. And you just are trying to attach yourself to somebody for clout. Because people do that as well, you know? Do anything for clout.
That's definitely
you want to attach your name, you know? You want to just, it's crazy to me.
And that's another thing that I kind of want to get into, because you know us, you know, doing what we're doing with Big Mama Energy and meeting new people, like it's so many different people that's out there, and it's like, are you really trying to build a connection with me, or are you trying to attach because of business? And that's okay if you want to do things because of business.
If you want to link because of business,
we could set up a plan, we could talk about some things, have a meeting, we could do all of that to see what works for me and sister. We can do it. But like, let that just be business. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to get personal.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like people need to learn how to separate.
Exactly. Don't try to come here acting like you're trying to get to know somebody for, you know, I guess personal reasons, you know, want to get to be your friend, and the whole time it's just, oh, because I want to try to get on the segment.
Right, I'm trying to get on the segment, or, you know what I mean?
Whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? It's just
I just see the type of people that they be around, or whatever the case may be. It's like, people have hidden agenda with these attachments. This type of stuff comes with these different attachments, and you just got to be careful. Like,
you got to be careful. That's right on the money. Because some people are very persistent at trying to attach themselves, you know, and like, especially if this person has like a big personality or overbearing, like they want to force themselves into your life, you know. And I don't play that. I'm like, no, absolutely not. You know, absolutely not. You will not try to devote your way into my life. Like, I gotta pick up on your vibes. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes I do say, am I tripping?
Yeah.
Am I just on high alert?
Yeah, we both say that. I've called you many a time, sissy, am I tripping?
Yeah, like, am
you know
I
what I mean? But that's just how we are. You know what I mean? That's how we are. We see some weird shit or see somebody moving funny, and we just like, is it just me?
Right.
Is it just me? No, sissy, it ain't you.
Right. I'm like,
it's dumb. They being weird. Yeah. And that's just how it is.
Especially if you get to be around them. I'm like, sis, what you think? You like, no. Okay, cool. I'm glad it wasn't me. I'm glad it just wasn't me and I wasn't tripping.
No, it wasn't just you. It's definitely dumb. It's definitely dumb.
Because sometimes I do trip. You know, we all trip sometimes. And it's like, are you tripping? Like, this person cool, you know?
Yeah.
But other times it's like, no, those red flags are going off in your head for a reason.
Yeah, for a reason, for sure.
And I ignored so many signs of people trying to attach themselves for the wrong reasons to me in the past that like now I'm on high alert.
Right. I'm
like, what do you want? Because no, you know what I mean? Like, as far as friendships or whatever, like, what do you want? Because I need to know. Because I'm, you know how you said like, you trust people until they give you a reason not to?
Yeah.
I don't trust you until you give me a reason to trust you.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I am now. And it might be like not good, whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But that's just how I'm set up now. Like, I don't trust you, and I'm definitely looking at you crazy until you give me a reason to trust you. You prove yourself. And I'm like, all right. And me too. I should prove myself to you as well. You know what I mean?
Understand that.
And it's like, all right, cool. I gave you, you know, a couple tasks or whatever. You kept your word. Cool. All right, we gonna just play it by ear.
Right.
You know, at my big fucking age, I don't got time to be playing games with people. Like, I really don't. So yeah.
I mean, I don't know. As far as that goes, I feel like it'd be hard. Like, I don't know. And then maybe just me.
It's,
just
you know,
the person that I am.
We different people, you know.
So it's like one of those things. I just feel like it's weird to me, like, to just not show up as your true, authentic self.
Yes.
It's weird to me because I'm just that. You know what I mean? I'm always going to present myself as me.
Right.
You know, whether it's the funny, silly Tia, whether we serious, like, it's so many different parts of me.
But they all
but it's all me. You feel me? And some people just really show up as somebody that they are not.
Right.
And that's scary. You know what I mean?
Shit is scary.
It shit is scary.
It's definitely scary.
And I feel like at my age, I just don't have time to be figuring out who you motherfuckers are. Like, it's just too
It's
much. Like, it's a lot. It's really a lot. So I just say stay away from me. Like,
if you don't have good intentions, and
if you don't have good intentions,
it's going to come out. Yeah. It's going to come out if you don't have good intentions. It's going to come out. Right. It always comes to the light. So it's like,
because something I say or do is going to trigger you, and I'm going to be like, well, where the fuck did this come from? Right. And it's like, okay.
The real you will come to the surface. That always happens, you know?
So let's talk about a different type of attachment that I kind of want to talk about.
Okay.
So I want to talk about, like, people trying to start new situations, new relationships, new connections with other people, but they're still attached to somebody else.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. Okay, because there's so many people that's out here that's literally, and I'm not talking about like, okay, you was with somebody for a while, whatever, y'all was with each other for years, and y'all maybe broke up for a while. I personally feel like when you love somebody, that love is always going to be there. It's never going to be completely like
gone.
You're always going to have love for that person. So I'm not talking in that aspect. I'm talking about you still live with the motherfucker.
What is it?
Literally. You are expecting a baby.
Okay.
That is a detachment that you need to figure out before you out here trying to do your thing.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
That is strange to me.
I understand. Okay, so I can speak to this.
Okay, let's speak.
Because I had a situation where I was technically still attached to somebody. Like, well, we was going to be attached regardless, but I was attached to this person, and I was living with them, and I was just done. Like, I was physically and mentally done. We actually broke up.
Right.
But I was still living with that person.
Okay.
And they, I was trying to talk to other people.
Were you looking for a relationship?
I was looking for it, whatever. I wasn't really like, I was open to whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I wasn't really looking for a relationship at that point, but like, I was looking to like kick it with somebody, whatever, chill with somebody.
Right.
And, get my mind off of that person. I was trying to move on, you know what I mean? Because we had broke up and I was waiting to move. It was like a couple months till I get my place.
Right.
So the person I started talking to was like, ain't no way you not dealing with boy. You still live with boy. And I was like, I'm telling you now, like, we are good. We not dealing with each other. But he just didn't believe it.
Right.
He was like, you're still attached to him. And I really was attached in so many ways as far as like, I still live with this person.
Right.
We had a child together. So it was like, I'm attached in that sense. But like, I was like, I'm not dealing with him sexually. We're not together, like, you know what I mean? So, but I understand it could be a lot.
It's a lot.
It was a lot for him. He was just like, we kicked it and we chilled and we went out. We had a good time. But in the back of his mind, he like, she still live with bull. You know what I mean? So it's like, he never really wanted to play it too close.
Exactly. And when you're in a situation like that, it's like, no, like, you know what I mean?
And I understood. I understood that, and I was like, well, whatever. I appreciate whatever time you got, and whatever the fuck this is, keep it real. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it honest.
Hey, that's
just me. I'm gonna let you know.
And I respect, and don't get me wrong, I respect somebody telling me the truth.
Right.
Yeah, telling me that you live with a shorty or you got a situation. Right. I respect that. I'm gonna always respect the truth, but I'm cool off you.
Right. And I feel like it's definitely that person's choice. Like, you should always let that person have a choice whether or not they want to deal with you with whatever baggage you had at that time.
Because now at this point, if you don't tell me, you're putting me in a situation now where now I can get attached to you, and it's like,
and I'm out here looking crazy.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Now I'm attached to somebody that's already attached to somebody else and can't even really give me his full attention or whatever. Right. Because you got X, Y, and Z going on.
And when I look back, I'm like, I probably should have just been like chilling and not talking to nobody. But me, I'm like, I need to get over this person, so I moved on to another one. Like, that was my thinking back then. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck you. Like, but for real, I should have just, healed. Yeah. Healed a little bit and focused on me. But, I was like, look, it's up now. I'm single and I was big out here. You know what I mean? But yeah, in the perfect world, you want to heal yourself and take that a long time. You know what I mean? I feel like you could date. You know what I mean? I feel like there's nothing wrong with dating. As long as you ain't just jumping into another relationship, you know what I mean? You do have to take that time.
To hell.
Yeah, like I didn't get in another relationship till like years later. but I was, you know, doing me.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially when, like, you know, that relationship might have caused a lot of trauma or, like, issue. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do have to sit with yourself. And I'm not saying you're supposed to be single forever.
Right.
Absolutely not. You definitely want to get out there. But I feel like when you have such a heavy and strong attachment with somebody, you might want to figure that out first. You know? Figure out what's going on with that situation before you add somebody else to it. And now it's an entanglement. It then went from an attachment to an entanglement. And I'm not trying to be entangled.
Right.
Okay?
Right. That's understandable.
And your attachment.
That's understandable. You gotta cut the weeds. Cut the weeds. Cut the attachments. Cut the cords.
Yeah.
All of that before you can go into something new and with like a clear mind. And it's like, all right, cool. So yeah, I feel you on that. People definitely, and I feel like people do that because, well, I don't know.
All right, speak what you said. Don't speak on everybody.
Yeah, I feel like I did it because I was like, I need to get my mind off of this.
Okay.
You know, like I needed to talk to somebody. Like I wanted to talk. I wanted a friend.
Yeah.
To like.
And I understand.
I wanted some male attention. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Somebody that actually was giving me those compliments and shit like that. Yeah. So that's what I was looking for at the time, and I found that through that, you know, through that person, and we was just friends and chilling and kicking it. So.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, especially when you're open and honest about a situation, like it's nothing wrong with that. Always be open and honest.
Right.
But for me personally, I would like for you to handle your situation before stepping to me.
And I
you know what I mean?
Really get that. That makes sense.
But I get what you mean.
Yeah, that makes
as far
sense.
as, you know, you want some attention, you know, I get that. You know, you're not dead, you know.
Yeah, once you said,
right now,
you know, especially in my 20s, once you said it was over, I'm like, okay, cool.
Right. And you know, when you're younger, you move a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Down, you know?
I feel like when we were younger, we were just so carefree. Like we had feelings, but it wasn't that deep. Like we might have had feelings.
We had feelings. Yeah.
We might have had feelings, but it didn't take us as long to probably bounce back.
Hell no.
Back
I was like, I was telling niggas no for you. So it's, we done? Cool. Cool. Stand on that.
No, for real. For real. Like, definitely. When we was younger, it was definitely a different situation. Like, for real. But in our adult years, it's a little different. Like,
yeah, it is.
It's a little different.
You mature. I feel like your mind matures, you know. You start thinking clearly.
Yeah.
A lot more. I feel like, well, at least you should, you know.
Yeah, and then you want more. Like, you want more. You don't want to be just jumping from one person to another to another to another. Some people want to.
Some people do, and that's
your life. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
it can be exhausting.
Yeah,
it can be very exhausting. You know, so
yeah. So with attachments, we have detachments, right? How do you feel about detachments?
Detaching yourself.
I
love it. Yeah. I specialize in detachments. Now I think I detach myself too much. Like it's like I feel like that's an Aquarius thing to be detached.
Yeah. I can agree that I can detach myself quickly in situations. And the reason why I feel like now I can detach myself so easily is because of hurt that I've been through. Okay. Life lessons that I've been through, things that I've gone through. I am such a loving person. Right. And my feelings, I have a big heart. And once I love you, I really love you. Right. And it's hard to like detach yourself from somebody that you love. Yeah. But at this point in my life, anybody can go. like seriously, it's like if you moving funny behind me, you gotta go.
Anybody can go. I really feel that.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's so crazy. I've been through so much. I've gone through the emotions. I've gone through the, you know, the roller coaster with people. Family members, boyfriends, friends, whatever. Child. It's too much. And yeah.
Deuces. Yeah.
Cut them off. Yeah. Like, it is what it is. Yeah. And it's so hard because, well, I feel like it's a struggle, especially because I'm single. So like they like, well damn, you don't give nobody a chance. I'm not about to give you a chance to keep playing in my face.
I understand.
I gave you the chance the first time.
And
what you do
the
with
ball with it? Like I don't.
What you do with it? Like you're not gonna keep getting 1,000,001 chances. And then another thing is like
depends on how you look. I'm sorry.
Y'all not doing nothing that's memorable.
And pretty privilege is the thing. I've giving people chances that they shouldn't have had. I really did.
And I have to in the past probably.
In the past.
You know what I mean? But like, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like,
at this point in your life, it's like, what we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, that's friendships, whatever. Family, what's up? Like if you play with me, I do not have a problem with being like, you didn't exist. I mean, you know, and my therapist said that's not good, but listen. For my peace of mind, I feel like that
sometimes, yeah.
Deuces. Oh, you want to play? You gotta, you know, with certain, I'm gonna say with certain relationships,
right?
Because I do value my family and my real friendships. I do value that, but like I feel like y'all wouldn't play with me to a certain extent these other people would. You know, like yeah, I do. I want to work on my relationships with my family. Like if we have misunderstandings or my friend, but it's just like if anybody else like. See you later. Or if you're not treating me right, see you later. Like, seriously. I don't want to be around you.
I just don't have the capacity anymore. I no longer have the capacity, like, to deal with that type of energy. Like, if I'm showing you nothing but genuine love and you literally are treating me like shit or, like, you don't fuck with me for real, goodbye. Like, I can't do it anymore. Like, my whole thing is, you know, especially with these men, let's talk about that for a second. Y'all swear somebody is going to be so attached to y'all, but y'all not bringing shit to the table. Y'all not even doing shit. Like, literally, y'all not doing shit. Like, this one guy, you text me every other day, ask me a question. Like, at this point, your name is saved as Nate Dogg, like, for real. With the fucking 21 questions. But never want to do nothing. You want to ask me, do I like this, that, and the third? But never want to do anything. But then be salty when you text me and I'm like, who is this? Or when you see me and I'm looking at you like you a ghost or a stranger. Like, there's no attachment because what are you giving me to attach to?
Yeah.
Like, there's no connection here.
Right.
Like, so I have no problem with deleting that number, moving on with my life like we never met. Like, what are you giving me? Right. No type of substance. It's nothing here. It's nothing memorable here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I feel. Like, I feel like it's a gift and it's a curse. Because I feel like sometimes, yeah, maybe I'm a little too rough on people. Maybe. Maybe.
You feel like that sometimes?
I don't be feeling like that, but sometimes you be feeling like that.
I don't be feeling like that.
Y'all be sometimes.
I don't know. No. If it's somebody who played it in your face, no. If it's somebody that you just met and maybe they didn't call you right back.
Don't do that, because
you like, it's over.
I do not act
That's
like
that big Capricorn shit. Motherfucker ain't call you back, they text you back. It's like, I'm deleting. I'm like, wait a minute, Sissy, wait a minute. Maybe the nigga went to sleep or something. Like, you know, she ain't got no time.
It's never like that. Like, it's never like not no right back situation. But like, if you go days and days without contact, yeah, like
days and days is one thing.
You're bugging. Like, you're tripping.
Right, that's one thing, but
yeah, it's a no for me. Yeah. Are you lacking communication, like skills? I don't know. Like, yeah, at my big age, we gotta use our words. We gotta learn how to communicate.
And that's important.
I don't fucking know if you don't tell me. You know what I mean? So
I don't understand where the digression is. I guess I don't even know if that's the word, but what happened to it? Like, I feel like it never was this hard to fucking communicate with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, it never was this hard.
Right.
Like, what? Even people that you didn't want to communicate wanted to communicate with you.
Because people really, like, lack social skills nowadays. Yeah. Like, and I mean, you already know where that comes from. Social media. Like, y'all don't know how to communicate and have actual real conversations because y'all don't have actual real conversations.
And I ain't gonna say everybody, but it's
a majority of them. But some people can definitely hold a conversation still. Yeah. But it's not many.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on what generation you're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even our generation, some of them are falling into that, and it's like, y'all didn't used to be like that. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Come on, we ain't come from that.
Yeah.
You didn't come from that.
And I feel like, let me shut up. Never mind.
No, say that.
I was about to say, and for the men that's doing that, it's kind of given that you like to talk to younger women or something like that. It's rubbing off on you a little bit, maybe.
Maybe so, yeah. I can see
I don't know.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And it's funny that we're talking about that because I've seen where people say, well, men say that women don't want them to like harass them. Like, you know what I mean? They got senses where women don't want them to harass them or approach them or do certain things like nowadays they've like that they usually would do back in the day to try to approach a woman. Like they don't want to be hit up all these different times, or they don't want you to say good morning or whatever, like, you know. So I don't know, I feel like maybe, not to give them an excuse, but some men just are kind of like, that has scared them, that whole you're harassing me shit.
Well, sometimes it is harassment.
Yeah,
you know what I
I'm
mean?
not
It's
saying
a thin
that.
line.
I'm talking about the people who are regular human beings. You know, and you might be scared in this dating world.
Right. And I get that. Like, you know.
Who knows? Like, it's just a lot of different dynamics that's going on with this social media shit that gets brought to the light. You know what I mean? Where it was like, it was kind of easy breezy back in the day. It wasn't none of this
yeah.
It wasn't none of this extra shit.
Like, it was very much so,
was.
you like me, I like you, what's up?
What's
like,
up?
you know what I mean? It was not that hard. And when shit didn't work out, we moved on.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure on both ends, I feel like, nowadays to dating and getting to know each other. It's just like a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people are not dating for the real things. Like, I really feel like people are not really using their hearts. They're more so just using their eyes.
Yeah, using their eyes.
I mean, now granted, like, yeah, you want to be attracted to the person that you're with. You know what I mean? But I feel like I don't know. Because I feel like y'all are really like listening to other people's opinions. Like, there's a lot of people that's not with people because of what they homies think or how they family feel
or their girlfriends.
You know what I mean?
Stop listening to these people. Listen to yourself. Do you like this person? Yes or no? How they make you feel?
How do they make you feel? Because that's what it's about.
Or the things where people say, oh, don't accept a coffee date. Don't do this. Don't do that. It's like so many experts on it. No. Like, really tune all of that bullshit out and like listen to your heart. Listen to you. Are you okay with going on a coffee date? Are you okay with going on a walk? Are you okay? Do you have to go to a 5-star restaurant because you want to put this shit on social media? Like you know what I mean? It's just like some of the shit is just so superficial. You know, you like what you like. You want to be treated how you want to be treated. I understand that. But think about it. Like, is this what you want or is this what you think you want? Because social media done told you this.
Right. And
I don't know.
So we're talking about dating right now, but this is also can be, you know, pulled in under that web as like an attachment. People are attached to others' opinions.
Yes, I agree with that.
People are attached to others' opinions real bad in this generation, and I feel like, can we did that? Like, at the end of the day, it's okay to, you know, ask somebody for their opinion if you're, you know, just need a little bit of guidance, or maybe you just like, all right, am I wrong or am I tripping or whatever the case may be. But it's your life.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, and I feel like you should know how to make decisions at your big age at this point.
Do
like,
what makes you happy.
You do what makes you happy, what feels right for you. Like, because at the end of the day, are you living for this person or are you living for yourself? Are you dating this person for you or are you dating them for somebody else?
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're dating this person for the feels. For you. Not for
you
them.
gotta see that person at the end of the day, not nobody else. You gotta be around that person at the end of the day.
Exactly.
So that's all that should matter is what you guys think in that relationship or in that, you know, talking stage. It's just all about y'all and how y'all make each other feel.
Getting to really know that person. Like, and half y'all, I feel like a lot of these people don't even really know what they like or what they want because they're just so like attached to the popular opinions of social media and everybody that's in there. Like, y'all so fixated on others' opinions. It's like, are you really living your life?
And y'all so fixated on celebrities.
Yeah.
And, you know, social media people, like, you know, people who have a bunch of followers. Y'all want to do what they do or whatever. A lot of y'all, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all fixate on that. And like, oh, let me do that because she did that. Or her man do this and or his boy do this. And no.
Yeah.
Cut all that shit out. Cut all of it out.
And that's an attachment. So once to be like somebody else or do everything a person wants to do, that's an attachment. Yeah. And it's low-key a sick one too.
It's really a sick one.
You know what I mean? So I definitely would advise you guys to detach from that. Really get to the core of things and see like, what do you like as a person, and move that way.
Get back to reality.
Definitely get back to reality, for real, for real. But yeah.
It's funny, yeah.
This is a good topic.
It is.
I really want you guys to think about like the attachments in your lives. Like in your lives, just really think about it. Like, am I really attached to something? Or do I struggle with like making connections and things like that, or detaching from people easily? Because I mean, sometimes you can be too detached, but you know, that comes from trauma and shit. So and
I feel like it's a safety mechanism. I feel like it's how you protect yourself. At least me, I protect myself. I will detach. I'm not even I'm not even here with you no more. I'm detached.
Definitely. Before
I feel like I got to for my mental sometimes. Like, people be tripping, and so I won't choke you. I'm gonna detach. You know what I mean? So I won't put hands and feet on you. I'm going to detach myself. I'm gonna have a talk with myself, and I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Yeah. Like, I don't have nothing to do with that. That's what you got going over there. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta detach yourself because it be too much bullshit going on. I feel like with another thing with attachment, I feel like it be jealousy and envy sometimes. Like, people try to attach themselves to you, you know, because they're jealous of you. Sometimes they're envious. They want what you have. Like, you gotta really be careful.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you really sometimes, and this is why it's so scary, because it's like, sometimes it be people you be like, you never even thought that they would even be jealous of or envious of you. Right. And that's the type of shit that be having me like baffled, because it's like, huh? Like, okay. But all right. I mean, you just never know. And since he told me this, you never know what you do that's going to trigger somebody else. What's in you that somebody else does not have, that they're envious of? What do you see in what do they see in you that's a reminder of what they're not? Exactly. Like, you just never know.
It's scary. It can be a scary thing, you know. You're triggering them
and not knowing
whole time,
right? You
know, or it's just like a very psychotic attachment. To want to be like somebody.
Like single white female.
Single black female. I watched that and I was like, I would have known from the rip. Now get up out of here. You're getting too close. You're doing too much. You understand? I gotta pick up on the vibes.
That was intense. Like, that was very intense. And the crazy thing is, that really happens in real life. Like, for somebody to debo their way into somebody's life like that, like, that was a tense way to debo into somebody's life.
And people will try to do
like, I've had somebody pop up and like move next door to me. It was a guy though.
And that was weird,
and
that's
strange. So weird. I'm like, you live next door to me now. Like, no way.
Strange.
Like, so
people try to place themselves. That shit do not be by accident. Y'all gotta be careful. Next thing you know. Rashid lived next door to you.
I was like,
and you've been telling Rashid, no, you've been ignoring Rashid for a long time. Now he live next door. Keep your head on the swivel.
Definitely keep your head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
Or if you around somebody, now all of a sudden they trying to do everything you're doing. Everything. That is a toxic attachment.
Yeah, and they might be planning on taking you out.
That's what I'm saying.
You never know.
You know? Listen, you gotta be strong-minded. You have to be strong-minded nowadays.
Yeah, you definitely
think
have to
for
be
yourself.
Cautious, for sure.
Stop being a sheep and just following people. No, really sit there and use your discernment. Honestly.
Yeah, because everything ain't for everybody and everything ain't for you. So yeah, definitely get those attachments together.
Evaluate them.
Yeah, definitely evaluate them. Are they good for you?
Exactly.
Are they serving you in this life at this point of your life? Like,
agreed.
Okay. So let us know what you thought about this topic. What is your issue with attachments? Do you have any issues with attachments?
Are you attached to your ex? What's going on? Can you not get over them? Can they not get over you? What's going on?
Yeah, let us know.
frenemies?
Let us know. Is it easy for you to cut them off? Like, let us know what your whole thing is in those comments. Stay active. As you know, we have our email. You can always hit us up at
BigMamaEnergy@gmail.com.
Okay, send us those emails and let us know what you want to hear from us, what you want to see, what you guys want to talk about. Let us know, okay? And as always, remember to like,
share,
comment,
and subscribe.
Bye, guys.